Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Raider Nation Talks. I am your host, Devontae. Exciting week coming up. Exciting game coming up. Very, very, very difficult and challenging game that we're about to have here against the Buffalo Bill. Now, before I dive into this game and before I do my breakdown, I do want to let you guys know I have 18 subscribers. I am 7 away from the 25, which is great news. That means once we get to 25, I'll be able to open up the Zoom channel. And those who have the best comments down below, the best comment for the games, they get my invite to Zoom. We're going to get on Zoom. We're going to talk some ball. We're going to chop it up. We're going to have a good time. And then we're going to post that on the next video. So we're so close to it, getting ready to get there. Excited to have that opportunity just to see how that goes. Now, I do want to keep in mind, and I do want to remind everybody, even though the channel is called Raider Nation Talk, and even though I am a diehard Raider fan, this is for all football fans, AFC West especially, Chief fans, Bronco fans, Charger fans, come on it. I was hoping to have some Patriot fans over for that game. I was hoping to have some Buffalo fans on for this one because we got the matchup coming up. Cleveland fans, anybody the Raider we play this year, or even if we don't play, you just want to come on and talk some ball and talk about the matchups because you never know who we're going to face in the playoffs because I still believe the Raiders is going to make the playoffs. That's just my belief, and I believe in my fans. I believe in my team. I think we have a shot for it. So leave your comments down below. Please don't disrespect anybody. I understand, as Raider fans, we like to throw jabs and throw shots at Bronco fans and Chief fans and Charger fans and Patriot fans and everybody else. But with everything that's going on this year, and particularly the pandemic and all the other nonsense that we have going on in the world, the fact that we do have football when we almost didn't have football, it's just a huge relief. Brings us some semblance of normalcy back, and I think that's a great thing. And I don't want anybody to feel attacked. I don't want anybody to feel like they got to hide who their teams are. Even if you're a Jets fan, hey, come on, let's talk. I don't care. Washington, let's get on and let's talk. It doesn't matter who your team is, who you're a fan of. Let's get on. Let's talk ball. Because this isn't about taking shots at anybody. This isn't about throwing jabs. This isn't about throwing shade. This channel is about talking football that the so-called experts don't really talk about. And the only thing they're doing is just throwing their garbage opinion out. Now, I'm not saying that I don't voice my own opinion, but when I do something, I do try to, throw some facts out there and give my opinion of why I think the Raiders have a chance of winning based off the facts and the things that I've seen and witnessed. Now, just like last week, I felt the Raiders have a chance to beat the Patriots. My biggest reason was because I felt Gruden was going to have these guys ready to go. He was going to have, this is the game that got me traded. I want you guys dialed in and ready to go. We return to the scene of the crime, only to fumble 3 more times. Let that marinate. Y'all go ahead and just soak on that for a second. Don't worry, I'll wait. Now, out of that 3 fumbles that we had in the game, one of them, Josh Jacobs' fumble, he recovered his own fumble. They was on top of him. Down by contact right there. Should have been Raiders' ball. But no. So, the infamous Tuck sheds its head once again. And just for whatever reason, that daggone team. But I do believe that we will see this Patriot team one more again this year in the playoffs. I think the Raiders are going to have a chance to go against this team and redeem themselves. Now, with that being said, let's dive into this challenge with the Buffalo Bills. This is one of the teams, if you guys go back to my second video, that I had a question mark on. And when I posted who I thought would win, I always said it depends on what Buffalo team we was going to face. And this team is 3-0. And Josh Allen is playing like he wants to be the next Tom Brady. Now, are we ready to throw parades and anoint this man a new savior or anything like that? No, it's his third year in the NFL. He's starting off hot. He is showing extreme promise and progress in the way he's running this team, which means this Buffalo team is going to be extremely, extremely dangerous. We're going to be very, very short-handed on a wide receiver. I was hoping we'd be able to have Henry Ruggs back. That may not happen. Doesn't look like we're going to have Edwards as well. We lost Ty Williams. This is a banged up team. Quit fast and in a hurry offensively. We can't really afford to take any more shots. We can't. Now, I mean, we can bring 8 men up from the practice squad. We can bring Kevin Doss up from the practice squad. We already got Rico Gafford, Zay Jones, Hunter Renfrow, Nelson Aguilar. Capable veterans who can help us move the ball. They've shown that they can handle the workload, and I do believe they can. It would be nice to have our weapons out there, though. It would be nice to have our starters out there. So we're going to see how long these guys are going to be down. Offensively, I still think we'll be able to attack. I still think we're going to be able to put up the ball, put up some points. Where it's going to come down to is on the defensive side of the ball. Defense has been up and down. Especially against New England. They lost the ability to tackle. You learn how to do that in Pop Warner. They appear to have lost that skill set, which is intriguing and interesting for me. Got to do better. Mullins is playing phenomenal out there. He is definitely showing to be a lockdown CB1. Hopefully Arnett, with the injury to his broken thumb, he was able to get that taken care of, and we'll have him. I've yet to hear what was going on with him. I think they said he did not practice on Tuesday. So I'm going to see what's going on with him, which is what I'm actually in the middle of doing right now. Just to see who's doing what with who, and how everybody is doing. We did get Nick back. Solid on the defense. So we got Nick K back to man that position. That's going to be huge for defense. I watched a video that's one of the other Raider channel guys posted. I'm going to have to get back to you on who that was so that I can tell you to have you check it out. But he showed a video of when we did have Nick in there, and how dominant he was, and then when we lost Nick, and that was against the Panthers game, and then how Chris Run CMC was able to just tear us up. It was crazy to see. But yeah, so having Nick back out there is going to be huge. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Hopefully we can keep him for a long time. Now, one of the things that I do really, really want to see is Collins playing better. He's got to be explosive. Hopefully we can get some kind of scheme where we can get Collins and Mo Hurst in at the same time, because that just has not happened. And we need to see that, because those two guys command a double team. If you got 5 offensive lines and Collins is calling 2 and Mo Hurst is calling 2, you're going to leave Max Crosby and Ferrell one-on-one with either a tackle or a tight end. Switch it. Max can have the tight end, and Max going to win that. Ferrell can have the tight end. He going to win that. Tackle one-on-one. Like, you put them two one-on-one against somebody else, that's a wrap. If you don't double team Hurst or Ferrell, you leave them one-on-one. They collapse in the pocket. They coming straight up the middle. Fastest way to get to point B from point A is in a straight line. You want to get to that quarterback. So I think we definitely need to do that, have him out there. Still worried about Abrams after hitting that cart. They said he had a chip bone in his back. So we're going to see how that is. And I think that had something to do with his shoddy tackling, too, against New England. Because there were a couple of plays where he normally come down like a missile and light somebody up. And he was trying to arm tackle instead of actually tackle. Which makes me think he's a little tender from hitting that cart. So we'll have to see how that is. I haven't heard any reports yet from him, but I did hear that he was dealing with like some a little chip bone and some injuries when that in. So we'll have to see how he is and how quickly he heals and can deal with the pain. I know a lot of these guys are going to try to play through some pain, especially after Josh Jacobs ran for like 900 yards with a dislocated shoulder. I mean, after that, it's kind of hard to complain about having some of these injuries. But when you can't go, you can't go. These receivers, they need their hamstrings and they need their ankles. So you can't put pressure and you can't run. It defeats the purpose of being out there. So we're definitely banged up going into this matchup, but we are better than where a lot of people had us at. Right now, we're supposed to be 0-4 or 0-3 from a lot of people, so-called experts' opinion. I did have us at 3-0 right now because looking at the matchups, and of course this is well before the injuries. But even with the injuries, I think we just have a talented team, and these guys are playing. And if you watch Gruden's system before, when he was with us the first time, our year 3 that we had Gruden, the Raiders went 11-5. The Raiders are in the playoffs. And the way Derek Carr is playing, how frustrated he is, how annoyed he is, how angry he is, how pissed off he is. I feel, and now I'm voicing my opinion. I feel that Carr's got a lot to prove. He said it. Carr's fired up, and he's gonna have that Mamba mentality. R.I.P. Kobe, and just be ready to go. Just be ready to grind. So the defense is going to be key here. Defense is going to be huge, and coming out as healthy as we can come out of this game is going to be even bigger. Because then we got to turn right around and go against the Chiefs before our bye week in week 6. So we definitely need this W. It's imperative because we know the Chiefs beat Baltimore, which I was hoping Baltimore would take that win. I was praying for that one. The Chiefs just look insane, and we got to get it together, and we got to get together quick, fast, in a hurry, because that defense the Chiefs has, they are playing lights out. That offense, they have different schemes that they just run to get the ball, and you don't even see it coming. I'm like, oh my goodness, the stuff they were doing, I was just like, that it makes no sense. Patrick Mahomes, it was just killing it. He was balling out. So we definitely got to get it together. Defense is huge. These next 2 games, it's all about the defense. Offense is going to put up points. I got faith in our offense. As long as we don't shoot ourselves in the foot with stupid penalties, as long as we don't turn the ball over, offensively, we got a shot. And after the way things turned out in New England, I can 100% guarantee that they're going to take better control of the ball. Defense, we got to continue to create some turnovers. We got to get more pressure. We got to get more sacks. And I'm looking at Mo Collins, Hurst, Cleve Farrell, Crosby's got 2 sacks on the year. But I really would wish they'd keep Cleve on the end instead of moving him into tackle. Because that just kind of throws things off for him. He's still learning to play that position. I know somebody said that Clelin Ferrell was looking like a bust, or he needs to be demoted. And I disagree with that because he's playing 2 different positions, especially on third downs when they want to actually get like that speed and have all their pass rushers out there. They move Ferrell to the inside with Mo Collins, and they got Matt Crosby on the end, and they got Arden Key out there, who's been looking phenomenal as well. I'm waiting for him to get some of those because he is looking explosive and like he did in LSU. So he definitely needs to be getting some playing time. Linebackers, Corey Littleton's got to play better. He even said so in his own presser. So I'm waiting to see that improvement for him. And then the secondary, man, like they lock it down, play some guys. Let's start tackling. When you first of all, you got to play your assignment, do your job, and then tackle, wrap up, tackle, and stop with this shobbiness. If you can't tackle, if you're not able to go out there and wrap up and be physical with somebody, then don't be out there. Like, I'd much rather our guys just sit out and heal versus trying to play through something and get injured. Because otherwise you just cause, big plays to happen, and we saw that against New England. We don't need that. I still believe the Raiders is going to win this game. It is going to be disturbingly close and very, very hard, especially the way they are playing as Buffalo, Josh Allen, these guys. And this is one of those that I picked Raiders because I was like, when I'm going through these games and I'm looking at them and I'm like, if we have this version of Buffalo, the Raiders will win. But if we have this version of Buffaloes, it's going to be extremely hard, and this is going to be an extremely difficult game to win. This is not going to be easy by all. Like this is like we got to grind this one out, and we got to play mistake free. 3 penalties, no turnovers, less. Like we got to come in ready to ball because I can assure you, Buffalo will. Um, Again, playing in Vegas, hopefully the limelight, the city itself. A lot of these guys never been to Vegas, don't know what to expect about the city. Then seeing that brand new stadium, hopefully we can use that as an advantage and capitalize on it. But these guys are going to be ready to ball. They're 3-0 for a reason. So we hopefully we're not taking them lightly and laying down for this one or expecting them to lay down because they're not going to do that. So I still have the Raiders to win this one. Um, Scoring on this one is going to be that medium range. Um, 24-20, 28-24. If somebody get the 30 points, that's going to be impressive. Now, can this turn into a high-powered, explosive offensive game? It can turn into a shootout. You can see 30, 40 points put up on this game as well. So don't be surprised to see that neither. The problem is you start seeing points like that and our defense don't hold it down. That means those 30 or 40 points is for Buffalo and not for us. So can we put up 34 points, 35 points, 40 points? Absolutely. Our offense is explosive enough to do that. And I don't think anybody on their defense has the ability to single-handedly take out Waller the way New England did. They had just a solid scheme all the way around. And we did a horrible job of adjusting both game time adjustments on both offense and defense. When you see adjustments like that, me personally, which makes Belichick really good, is he makes those in-game changes so that he can put his guys in the lead. Just like you saw how they were running the ball, and they couldn't get up the middle. At first, we were stopping them. First half, we was destroying them. Second half, they just started running everything to the outside. Then they opened up the middle. You got to make those in-game adjustments, and you got to know your personnel to be able to make those in-game adjustments. And that's one of the things that we did that we failed horribly bad at against New England. Even if you come in with a solid plan and everything looks good and you're getting the looks, but you're not executing properly, you got to make changes. And we didn't do that. So we definitely got to make some changes. We got to execute better, and we got to be on top. I feel like the Raiders can win this game 28-24 if we can minimize the mistakes. No penalties, play like we did the first 2 games, don't turn the ball over, and if we start tackling on defense, that's where it's going to come down to, that defense. We got to get pressure on Allen, which is retarded to say because the kid can scramble and he can beat you with his legs just like he can beat you with his arms. So you got to have a spot. So having Nick back when this game is going to be huge for this defense. Hopefully he can stay healthy, play the whole game, and we'll be able to come away with this. I said I'm calling Raiders 28-24. And this is with the defense playing solid, mistake-free football, offense being able to move the ball, put up points, and not turning the ball over. If defense falls apart, if we start turning the ball over, if we look even half like we did with New England, Buffalo's going to kick our ass. So, yeah, that's all I got for now. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell so you can get all the notifications when I'm on. And like I said, man, let's talk ball. Like, I don't want anybody fighting. I don't want any arguments. I don't want any of that nastiness. And, like, we got enough going on in the world that's full of all of that already. Everybody needs somewhere where they can come and just have a peace of mind and do what we all enjoy doing, and that's talking ball. I am looking forward to getting those 7 new subscribers. I can't wait to have my Zoom open up and talk with you guys and just chop up some ball, man. We talk offense, we talk defense, and we talk about everybody, man. Doesn't matter who your team is, who you root for. Let's get it, man. Let's talk ball. Even if you like some college, man, let's throw in some college on there and talk about what we see what's going on. I gotta be honest with you guys. I haven't had a chance to watch any college games yet this year, so I don't even know what's going on out there. So hey, leave your comments down below. Let's talk ball, college ball, NFL, and let's be happy that we got it. Most important, you guys stay safe, stay healthy. Always come with love. Wear your mask when you go out because you don't know who has what. We got to beat this pandemic. We got to get this coronavirus stuff away from here. So next year, when the season comes back and everything is ready to go, we can all go out to Vegas and represent and open that stadium up the way we should have been able to this year. Be safe. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your neighbors. Raider Nation for life. I'm out.